It's definitely more of your forte. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm a Jets fan. I am depressed because I'm a Jets fan. But yeah, I mean, kind of something we wanted to talk about. I know that you've been watching a lot more than I have. Tell me a little bit kind of what you've seen out of the first 2 weeks of preseason, specifically in the wide receiver room.
Yeah, in the wide receiver room, I mean, it's always the same story as always. Does my home have enough weapons to be able to go back to that 50, 55 a touchdown season? I think ever since Tyreek left, the offense itself hasn't been the same, but that doesn't mean it
Mhm.
was necessarily a bad thing because the focus turned more into defense. This year it looks really good. We have Rasheed Rice coming back. I know with him, the suspension is looming, so as a fan, it's really hard to get invested in him and his progress in the offense because all I can think of is like, well, we're gonna have him for so long, and then we're gonna lose him again. Then we have Xavier Worthy, which I think his progress has been very similar to Rasheed Rice, where he started a little gray and then he got enough reps where um, he had pretty high. He increased his level to the point where Mahomes trusted him more. So I'm excited to see
Yeah.
him. I know Hollywood Brown is always a concern. Second year in a row where he's dealing with some type of injury. So I'm hoping he's back at 100%. And it looks
Yeah.
like Brett Veach likes also to draft wide receivers in lower rounds. So the Jalen Royals, I'm excited about too. He
I've
seems
heard a
like
lot about
a
him.
yeah, he seems like a Rashid 2.0, like the same kind of hype that Rashid had on preseason. It seems like he's having similar reactions. So I'm excited. I personally, and this is subjective, uh, not a fan of Nagy as an OC, but also he does bring results, like he's not gonna give you like 500 yards in a game, but he's gonna give you that win. So they work as a team. They still have fun plays. So we'll see.
Yeah. I think the only guys I know on that Chiefs O line are Trey Smith, Creed Humphrey, and Justin Simmons because I saw a clip of Justin Simmons getting into a fight. So that's how I know who that is. Tell me a little bit about the Chiefs' offensive line. Have they improved? Do they still have tackle issues? I know that was a big thing with Wanya Morris for a while. What's going on there?
Yeah. So we drafted on the first round, Josh Simmons, which the hype in the preseason was that he was the steal of the draft, but the biggest and he seems to be good. There's clips of him where you can tell he's doing good reps against people like Chris Jones and a lot of those guys in the Chiefs D line that that he's doing something right. I think the biggest critique that Brett Veach has received is the Joe Tooney trade because they gave him away for a bag of chips. I don't remember what it was, but it was nothing exciting. But
Yeah.
the thought behind it, my guess, was that they were trying to make him. He is aging, Joe Tooney, so eventually
Yeah.
he was going to be due, and they did not want to pay him. But in preseason, we've had him replacing him on left guard. Kingsley Mataya.
It's a fun
Excuse me on
one.
the pronunciation, but there has been a couple reps where he started a little rough, and then you see progress, but then he gets back to being a little rough, and I believe a lot of people are like, "Why the heck did we trade Joe Tooney away?" Whenever now we so now the issue not no longer the left tackle, but the issue got moved to left guard, and I believe Kingsley can adapt to it, but like a lot
Yeah.
of guards and tackles, they just need a lot of reps.
I will say though, plugging in a guy at left guard is so much more comfortable than trying to plug in a guy at tackle. Like
I
tackle is
agree.
just you're on an island with an edge rusher. Guard is still rough, don't get me wrong. But I think that's why, kind of like we were talking about with Missouri, right? You might have to move your best guard over to play tackle. The Chiefs are very familiar with that. It didn't work out for them. I remember the whole Joe Tooney situation. But obviously, tackle is so much more important. I know we went over the highest paid tackle, highest paid guard.
Yeah.
It'll be exciting to see. Last thing though, kind of with the Chiefs, I know we got to wrap up semi soon. Um, Kind of just give me your overall thoughts. Like, you guys are in a crazy division, right? Like, you guys are in a division with the Broncos, who, in my professional opinion, I think that's the best team in the division. I think it's very close. I think it's a very narrow margin, though. I could see the Chiefs being better. You got the Chargers, who everybody loves every year, and then the Chargers Charger every year, 9-8. So probably what they'll finish this year. And then you got the Raiders, and Ashton Jenny's cool, I guess. And then everybody else on the Raiders. So tell me a little bit about what your thoughts are, kind of on the division as a whole, and where do you think the Chiefs finish by the end of the year?
Um, from my personal experience as following the Chiefs, every year it seems like the AFC West gets better. Every year, all those teams reload. I would say my opinion, this is one of those years where like, whoa, the AFC looks great. Everybody's balling out. The team in paper that looks great, but somehow they self-destruct every single time is the Oakland Raiders. The Oakland Raiders look phenomenal. They have Genty. They have the best tight end in football right now on Brock Bowers. They have
Yeah.